Are you thinking about moving to Montana, or have you just moved here? In this video, we're going to give you 5 things you shouldn't do. Alright, so I climbed all the way up this mountain to give you a better view of Montana. So the least you can do is subscribe to our channel. And when you do, don't forget to hit the little bell, and you'll be notified every time we make a new video about Montana. Over the past year, we've had a ton of people that have moved to Montana from all over the country, and there are some things that these people are doing that are kind of annoying to the locals, and we just wanted to break down a few things that you should know if you just moved here or if you're planning on moving here. The first one I kind of touched on in the video that I did last fall. You should not come up here and tell people to change and try and change everything into where you came from. People like it the way it is here. People just, there's a reason everybody wants to move up here. It's because it's a great place. So don't come up here and try and change everything. If you want to watch the video I did, I'll put the link up above, but I break it down a little more. People here like to use the land, they like to be outdoors, they like to hunt, and they're used to hunting on a lot of this land. There's a company here, it just sold recently, but called Plum Creek. It was a logging company, and they owned hundreds of thousands of acres up here in northwest Montana, and they allowed everybody to use the land for hunting or recreating, four-wheeling, whatever. So that's kind of the attitude that people have. And I'm not saying that if you buy some land, you need to let everybody come camp out in your backyard, but just the fences, don't fence everything off, and just, kind of leave it like it was, and you'll get along great. And people here are very neighborly too, and so try to do that. Try to wave to people when you're driving around. You don't have to, go nuts about it. You can do the old, just acknowledge their existence from your steering wheel and, be friendly. Okay, so the second thing you should know is if you're going to move up here and you're from the city, don't buy a place way out. I again, in that first video I did last September, I talked about that and I broke it down quite a bit. So please watch that if you haven't. But a lot of people think they want to move out of the city and get way out of town. So they go and buy a place that's 50 miles out in the woods, and they live there for 1 year and realize that this isn't going to work for them. And so listen to your agent, listen to me. If you're not used to living way out or you've never done it before, it's a big commitment, and there's a lot of changes that you will not be used to coming from the city. There's a lot of things that you have to do yourself that in a city things are taken care of for you. So if you have this dream of living way out and living off the land, do some research and make sure that's right for you, because we've sold a number of places to people. We tried to warn them, and then a year later they call us and want us to sell it because they hate living so far out and so far away from conveniences, whether it's a store or doing things, going to a movie, anything like that. These are all things that will not be something you can do way out in the sticks. So number 3 would be, don't drive like you did in the city. We have wide open spaces here, and I know it's tempting to go fast, but just don't. We see it all the time. People are doing 90 miles an hour out here, and there was just a 30-car pileup in Billings because one of the bridges were icy. So I know a lot of people aren't used to black ice that we get here in the winter, and they just drive like maniacs. And just as we were driving today, a guy just flew past us. It's a beautiful sunny day, going probably 90 miles an hour, and it was an out-of-stater. I don't want to mention any states because not everybody from that state is probably like that, but this state rhymed with Texas. So just slow down. The reason is in the winter we get black ice where you can lose control right away, and in the summer we have animals all over, And if you run into an elk, you're going to lose. Unless you're driving a semi with a giant bumper on the front, the elk's going to win every time. So keep that in mind before you try to act like Dale Earnhardt. So you're living here because it's so beautiful and it's a great place to be. So just calm down. Don't tailgate people. No need to flip anyone off. And just enjoy the scenery and get to where you're going safely. So the fourth thing you shouldn't do if you move to Montana is move here and then start complaining about everybody that's moving here. We have some friends that, again, I'm not going to mention their names. They'll know who they are when they watch this, but they just moved here 3 years ago, and they are the biggest bandwagon people about, all these people moving here, and we just kind of look at them like, really? The only person that has the right to complain is my wife, who's standing behind the camera right now, because she actually was born and raised here, and there's very few of her left. So if you just moved in and then you start complaining about all the other people, nobody shut the gate behind you when you moved here. So the last thing I want to tell you if you're moving here is don't show up and buy a cowboy hat and pretend you're a cowboy. We see this all the time, and we have real cowboys around here, and we know what they are. You're not fooling anybody. Just because you watched a few seasons of Yellowstone, went out and dropped $150 on a cowboy hat, does not make you a cowboy. So don't play that game. Everyone can see right through it. It's kind of funny to see, but like I said, my most favorite is when people come up here, get the real estate license, and then buy a cowboy hat to promote the cowboy lifestyle, but yet they've never been on a horse in their life. So anyway, if you're one of those guys, maybe just wear it around your house or leave it at home and be who you are. So Montana is a great state, and as you can see behind me, who wouldn't want to live here? This place is awesome. So we understand that a lot of people are coming, and obviously I'm kind of joking about some of these things in the video, but I guess the main point is just enjoy it, be friendly, respect people's property, privacy, and don't tell everybody to change, and you'll get along just great, and everyone will love to have you here.
Thank you for watching our video. Please call, text, or email for more information, and don't forget to watch our other videos about Montana.